Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 011, Arithmetic, Section 3.6, Problem 19. This is Section 3.6, Problem 19. It says write the number as a decimal, and we have 75 over 20. Now notice this is an improper fraction, which means the top is bigger than the bottom. So it's going to be bigger than 1. In fact, if I had 80 over 20, it would reduce to 4. So I'm guessing 3 point something. So write it as a decimal. As I say with most of these, if you happen to have a calculator, or if your math teacher will let you use your calculator, just do the numerator, 75, divide by the denominator, 20 equals, and you get your decimal answer right away, no problem. Now, if you can't use your calculator, what you have to do is write the problem out as a division. So I'll make my division symbol. The denominator goes in front of the division symbol. The numerator goes under the division symbol. And usually when I start these, I have to put a decimal and a 0 right away. In this case, I don't, because it's an improper fraction. So 20 will fit into 75. In fact, it'll go in 3 times. 3 times 20 is 60. It doesn't go in evenly, but 75 minus 60 is 15. So I do have a remainder. So let's put a decimal after the 75, make it 75.0, bring that 0 right down, put it next to the 15, I write it as 150. And as I write the decimal, it has to come straight up into my answer. So now I have 3 point something, which is what I expected. So 20 divides into 15. Again, these are big numbers. If they're kind of big, just cover the last 0, the rightmost 0 for a minute, and just do 2 divides into 15. It goes in 7 times. 2 times 7 is 14. But it's really 20, so 7 times 0 is 0, 7 times 2 is 14. 150 minus 140 is 100, so it still didn't go in evenly. But I can just keep adding zeros and pulling them down. So I put another 0 in the end, pull it down, 0 next to the 10 makes it a 100. Now 20 will fit into 100 nicely, it goes in 5 times. Right? 5 times 20 is 100, or if you want 5 times 0 is 0 and 5 times 2 is 10, you get 100 either way. 100 minus 100, 0. It fit. It's 3.75. That's the answer. Now, you might notice the numerator ends in a 5, the denominator ends in a 0, so I must be able to reduce it by 5. Now, I didn't notice I got the answer, 3.75. Let's say you did notice. The bottom's easier. 5 goes into 24 times. 5 goes into 75. I know it's 15. If you don't see it, you can divide it out. 15 over 4. So you can do 4. The denominator goes outside of the division. The numerator, the 15, goes inside the division. 4 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. 15 minus 12 is 3. It didn't fit evenly, so make it 15.0. Bring that 0 down. 4 divides into 30. 7 times, notice when I put the decimal, I have to bring it up. 7 times 4 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. It still didn't go in evenly, so I just put in another 0. Bring it down, keep going. Bring that 0 down next to the 2, it becomes a 20. 4 divides into 20 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0. There it is, 3.75. Same answer as when I didn't reduce it, 3.75 either way. So if you notice that it reduces, you get to work with slightly smaller numbers, it'll be a little easier. If you don't notice that it reduces and you do it just as is, the number's a little bigger, but you get the same answer. Either way, 3.75.